When we think about Broken Blade throughout the entire regular season, it's been, this is a team that plays the top side of the map, carries all the time.
Career,
you know, like,
yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's not like he could never play on, right? But it's just when we think about how G2 have been playing, this is just not
for dives non-stop, so much pressure in body, you have to find a base. It's better to just use that summoner, keep the lane stable, but now Jankos right behind Fnatic's bot lane. They haven't warded whatsoever.
They're playing back. I think they know something's coming, but it might be too little too late. LSA gets the play off, but he's still locked up. He's still pulled back. That's the handshake in the first blood. Flacket finds the kill.
Easy does it. Jankos just does 3 camps, runs.
To deny him that extra bit of early game gold.
Oh, Broken Blade on the roam. No vision on him. He has the Ornhorn as well, so Caps can follow up with the ultimate. It's
no mana. Might be an early flash, dashing in, trying to bait it out early. Clean flash out. Ooh. Caps, he still have the charm. He's waiting. They're going to connect it. It's flawless layering of the CC. Broken Blade grabs the kill.
It's game 1, and so far it's all G2. Jankos, they just want to find their way there. Level 6 on the Jarvan.
Now he's got it, yeah.
No flash on Humanoid makes it so hard for him to walk up.
Yep. Broken Blade just trading out there. Looks like trying to get control of the wave. Wonder firing back, but will not connect on the Shock Blast. Razor can move into contest. Diana level 6 very powerful, but instead it looks like they could just play for the gang. Broken Blade tanky, but only has the armor. Magic Dame is going to hit like a truck. He's knocked back. Ulti coming out, but I don't even think he's going to get the second hit off. Does just in time. And that's going to be it. Broken Blade's alive! Oh, absolute mad lad manages to make it out. At the end of the day, G2 make quick work of Fnatic in that exchange.
Oh, Jankos quick to
kill advantage. Despite this Herald, the gold for now dead even. Yes, Herald guaranteeing at least 2 plates to come, but for now these teams are neck and neck.
The problem is, Fnatic didn't get anything on the cross map, so they want to force something. Here comes Humanoid.
Hylissang is getting thrown into that tower over and over again. You cannot do that, Green White. Do not fight. He's still standing. He's trying to get the reset. Maybe he can get it off. No, Razork going to find one back. Not all is lost, but Jankos is here. Flag and drag through everywhere Razork wants to be. Jankos has his number. Fnatic trying to get the best of this, but at the end of the day, G2 still coming out on top. Yes, Flacket goes down, but at what cost?
Flag and drag in, but then we see the commitment from Fnatic.
I think it's just frustration, but hang on a second. Jankos is going to get the dragon. Healy.
Back. Jankos now going to fully commit to this one. There's no way out, but he already got the dragon. Might as well try to do some damage on the escape. Good cleanup kill from Fnatic, but it does come at the cost of a Drake.
Both neutral objectives in favor of G2, though. Broken Blade going on to Wunder here, who has flash. Broken Blade has ultimate up in a second.
Throwing it out. Is he going to look for the solo kill? Goes back. Wunder trying to get tricky. That's going to be the proc. Doesn't want to go for the auto. Wunder holding on for now, but it's getting hard here on the top side of the matchup. Broken Blade playing with confidence.
Look at Caps, he's TPing on top tier 1. He knows he wants to dive Wunder here. He's completely abandoned mid, so he's behind Broken Blade. If Wunder stays here, he's going to die. Caps has ult, he has flash. He's going to gap close onto Wunder easily.
Wunder trying to clear the wave as quick as he can. Now he finally sees Cap. 1, 2 on the dash. It's going out for the charm. Lands.
Can all go to Flacket for first tower before the plates fall off. Wunder just has to sit here and watch his tower fall, be denied waves, and he's the Jace. He wants to catch these waves. Let's look at bot if we could, observers, because Broken Blade seems pretty comfortable here. Is Fnatic going to dive him? No, they can't. Even 3 versus 1. The Ornn is just too tanky right now, so he's clearing waves. Fnatic losing on both sides of the map right now.
Good setup there. He can get the guaranteed snare. Instantly the follow-up. Wunder's having a bad time here in this matchup. Humanoid goes in with the gold cord. Razork on the way.
Aren't being proactive whatsoever, and they're just at a numbers disadvantage again.
Jankos ready to go in. They've got the ulti as well. Targamas ulti can come in once they get the setup. Hylissang is dead before the fight even starts. Upset trying to Gale Force out safety, but there's just too much CC. This man cannot play the game.
Flash out from Wunder as well. He throws the emote up once more, and G2 will find themselves with 2 Drakes to 0.
I think it's a game before this game. Fnatic pick blue side, ban Volibear away from themselves, which they could have first picked pretty happily, and then they leave their jungler till 4-5, which I think an early game proactive jungler was helping them out so much in this game, and Razork looks really comfortable on it, but G2 pushing mid here. Looks like Fnatic are going to collapse on top of them. Targamas gets stunned up.
Targamas easy target, follow up with the rocket. That should be 1 kill to get things kicked off. Does have a bit of a revive though, the potential to turn it back. Fnatic hitting on members of Fnatic right now as Jankos
Wunder does end up going down. It ends up being a 1-for-1 overall, and G2 even secures a tower off the back of it.
Tried 4 times, only 1 of them worked.
Oh my god,
but look at the siege coming on right now. G2 playing on 2 lanes. 2 towers fall. I think Wunder will get bot tier 2 in response, but G2 playing on 2 lanes right now. Fnatic, Wunder has TP if they want to fight this.
Card. They do not want to be going onto the Ornn. Him eating that hook is not a bad thing. Hylissang going to go golden. Upset knocked off onto the backside. Caps already coming in. TP from Wunder, but it might be too little too late. He's getting a bit of a shield coming back from the Eclipse. They're trying to finish off the kill. Reset on the Caps will not matter, and that is going to be the Renata all hostile takeover. Flacket flashing under the
find something. They're on Drake. Let's look for this top tower. The problem is they have no mid push. Look where Upset is. So he can't help his team whatsoever. They can't push for this top tier. Like, want to walk in here. Humanoids Gonna pop it to the side. Upset has no flash, so it's so hard for him to walk up.
Broken Blade, they're all walking into that pinch, but they've zoned him away. Humanoid forced the flash out to safety. Wonder coming right over the wall. They're gonna try to finish off Jankos, but he goes golden. That's the stopwatch from earlier. Razork, it's big, but it's not big enough. Hostile takeover from the backside. Upset and Wonder beating the hell out of each other, while G2 just trying to finish the fight. They've been picked apart. Razork.
Around again, it's gonna be even more difficult. Wonder.
Hang on, Caps.
Waiting in the brush, looking for the lineup. Cross gonna lock him down, trying to find a charm, the cannon minion. Gonna get him some good damage. TP now coming in. Surely Wonder is dead. That TP's gonna feel like a bad decision in just a second here.
Play from Caps, staying, not choosing to reset, just sitting in that bush, looking to punish Wonder, who's trying to push out the wave.
Rocket.
Won't be able to secure that, but now Caps is on the hunt.
Dashing forward, Razork. Big ulti from all the way. He tries to get out the blast cone. It's interrupted the lantern.
Now, sometimes when the lantern is over the wall, you can just about click it if the wall is thin enough, but I'm not sure if that was the case there. Razork falls, lantern wasn't good enough, Hilly wasn't in range, I believe, and G2 have so much long-range engage and follow-up.
5 towers, 3 dragons, a Baron, and G2 is looking to fight.
This looks like it might just be it. Humanoid making it out to safety, full control of the midway. Flack the Gale Force forward. That's a mark on the Humanoid. Boom, baby! Aphelios damage. 2.5 items, more than enough to finish the job, and I think they might just...
They're going to push in. They have ultimate on Targamas, but they don't have ultimate on anyone else. They're just going to back off, play it safe. I think G2 have learned their lesson when it comes. You can't give up the soul. They're so far behind right now. They have no control of the map, but maybe they can find an angle. Broken Blade gets hooked.
Off to the side. TF ulti already coming out. Where's he going to go? Hillisang down before the fight. They're ignoring him. Looking to kill someone else. Caps locked up on the side. Could be big though. He doesn't have the Zanyas to make it out, but there's the lock and it's clutch. The shock blast. Not enough. Bye-bye, baby. No bailout for you.
4v4.
Time for a hero steal. There's a bounty right there. Hostile takeover coming over the wall. It's going to stop it from doing anything. It's a clean ulti from the bot side of G2. Feels like for the 4th game in the row, we're looking at Fnatic asking what is left. Back to the drawing board again. It did not work for 3 games against Rogue, who, if we go late enough, will one-shot each other in a Renata ult. I just have to call it out. It's probably not going to happen this time, but be aware of it, as the lockup on Broken Blade is going to stop the follow-up on the ultimate. Wonder immediately going out to safety. Razork trying to turn it back. Razork trying to get something done. He goes golden in the midst of the team. Hostile takeover. Not going to connect on anybody. Razork just doesn't do enough damage. G2 are simply too powerful in the midst of the base with a soul backing them up. They're going to look to move in on game 1. The fountain might not even be safe for Fnatic here. G2 have well and truly leveled up since the last time these two teams faced an absolutely commanding game 1. And Fnatic will have to find their footing as we move forward in this series, where they could find themselves knocked out of playoffs.
Dragos, I don't think it's over yet. They're eyeing for a dive.
Oh, here we go. The flag, the drag, the death. And you know it's personal.
What a state fight they've got with Jarvan and Nautilus. Kai'Sa wants poke champions with her. If she's the only poke champion, doesn't really give you that much leverage around the objective. Still has a lot of mobility. Will do well against Jarvan Ari at level 6, but before that, will struggle a bit. I think G2 have a lot of lockdown, so Human needs to be careful, but if he can play...
Yankos waiting in the dark.
Yankos
has a play. He's going to deny it, but there's the hook, there's the fall. They need to burst down one member if they want to come in on top to flash in. That's going to be first blood. Razork has to be careful now. Yankos surely going to fall, but can G2 keep this one going? No. Razork now pushing forward. Another Q surely means death for the side of G2. Feathers getting pulled back. Mark is there for upset.
The position here for Fnatic is good.
Darkness, they can interrupt the flag and drag out. They're waiting, the hook's gonna come out. They think they might have enough burst damage just to kill Yankos. In goes Kai'Sa, that should be it. Flash forward, the auto, Humanoid finishes the job there. Flack and Targamas on the way forward. Caps trying to charm out, and he is gonna get the connect. Now Razork going in, the least damage is big. Caps running for his life. Flacken stepping forward. Lethality damage coming out. Not quite enough. Hillisang the flash into safety. Caps now doing all right. Nice sidestep again, but he has to go into Humanoid. Oh, that's just not a good deal. Humanoid grabs another one. Flacken.
Really extended fight, 2 for 2. Now we've got action in the bot lane.
Hillisang, another hook gonna connect. That's gonna be the snare follow-up. Upset perfect guns to keep the fight going. Instantly Targamas dropped.
Just very, very deadly, very punishing.
It's an Oscar-level performance there from Targamas. Hang on a second, though. He's going off the Hillisang.
Goes in. Upset firing back with a little bit of damage. Good fall from the abilities. Feathers are going to fly.
Targamas has been on the map. Think about how much pressure has been thrown towards the bot lane. But it is Flacker that's actually ahead in CS. Lingo. You wouldn't understand.
Okay.
Are you saying he can't dance?
I'm saying that he's not done it professionally.
Well, Humanoid can dance. It's looking like no. Ooh, Broken Blade. Bit of a whiff there, but does not matter.
He's going to unlock the mid lane tower, which will affect the rest of the map.
G2. In game 2, there were a few moments in the early game where we finally saw
Your first like that when your perspective shift.
It has shifted. I don't like junglers anymore.
The best thing is it's not empathy, because he'll just switch again if he goes back to jungle.
It's like, wait, top laners were right, but hang on.
Flash. Jarvan's just going to be right there, unstoppable in the animation. Yanko's caught out, he has no mana, so easy kill pickup for Fnatic.
Hilly champ. Brown is not an engaged champ, but when it's Hilly, it's an engaged champ.
That was the mental game there, as Broken Blade. If he times unstoppable right, he should be able to get away from Razork, just trying to get out of range of the kick. Holding onto the W as long as possible. Flash out to safety, knowing he's dead if he uses it too early.
Broken Blade lives to fight another day.
Caps getting aggressive. Hylissang on the way. Lantern's going to pull him out, but Humanoid's still locked up. Look at all the damage, and again, you see the combo work. It's magic. Wonder on the way down, however. Caps only one dash remaining. Yanko should have the flag and drag back up, and it looks like they're not going to try to
get some revenge as Fnatic collapse onto Broken Blade.
No flash.
Force forward. We're going to look for the root to deny anything else, but he's unstoppable right now. The knockback is big. Hylissang now being in trouble. Caps pitching off on the backside. He can't stick around for too long, but he will be able to finish off Hylissang. Targamas on the way in.
I mean, if they want a team fight, Orin is going to be a problem, yes, but they need to poke out some of the carries first. The problem is G2 have so much playmaking, whether it's Orin, Ari, Jarvan.
As much as he would like to. Humanoid 2 evolves, that is the Q and the W up and available. He does big damage, he's got solid.
And get out with it. If he dies, I think G2 are just going to run towards Baron.
Decent damage. Body block, though, means the reset is there. And easy dragon pickup for G2.
And then you're like, hello, support.
Yanko's sitting in fog of war. Knockback onto Targamas is good. Randomly makes him pretty tanky, though. He's staying alive for now. Caps off to the side, trying to burst down. Hylissang, one shot before the fight even kicks out. That's the Baker flashback we were looking for. The root, the knockup. Upset peeling back. Instantly, Humanoid leaps to the backside, though. He's got big burst damage, but he needs to proc the plasma. It will not happen. G2 still taking the fight. The double for Flacket. Absolute dominance in the exchange.
Oh, Caps take a bow. That fight was so phenomenal. Now Razork in trouble.
Knock up from Broken Blade. Razork trying to step away. Surely no way he gets out of this one. Warthop is there. Flacket. Q flash through. Gonna finish it.
Wind their way back. And at 28.5 minutes, they will secure their first Baron of the game.
Eyes on, I think it was like week 2 or week 3, he said, it's really hard for me to play on stage because I don't really feel so much pressure when there's no crowd, and it didn't really feel the same, but now there's a crowd, he just looks so unlocked. Claps his back now, Jankos.
Goes in, Jankos unstoppable with the ultimate. Broken Blade fishing for the follow-up. Hylissang gonna be dead. There's not even a fight here to be had. Jankos isolated, but it's Razork and Wonder who are now in trouble. Targamas Flacket relatively low, but there's no follow-up here. Humanoid has the ultimate. Maybe they can look to get something done, but Caps is just too strong.
He's dashing and dashing.
Wonder locked up. It's going to take a while to kill the Gragas, but they're going to keep him here. Burning through the true damage on the Ari. Certainly paying off. Upset ready to set up with the follow-up ultimate if he can find it. There's going to be big damage firing back. Upset trying to turn it, but Broken Blade still standing for now. Goes Golden Caps ready for the follow-up. CC the snare. Not going to go in. He's still standing. Humanoid locked up. Humanoid taken out. Targamas and Flacket.
Now, Targamas.
Oh, pushing with the hook. Hylissang gets hooked back and responds, but here's Broken Blade. They're on the pinch, rinse and repeat. You've seen it before. G2, 2 kills for Flacket.
Former teammates.
Wonder trying to get a sidestep on, but you just can't sidestep at all. Here we go. Hook in. Not going to connect. Wonder can sidestep at all, but G2 looking to break the base.
Absolute destruction from G2. They ended game 1 just short of 30 minutes, but they're looking to end game 2 just over it, and they have the Nexus in their eyes.
G2 looking to make a match point, pushing in. There's just nothing here for Fnatic. Humanoid, yes, he's got some damage, but not nearly enough to kill all 5 members of G2. This time, there is no time for fountain dives. G2 focused on taking us to match point. Wow.
Are they going to go for the team fighting comp? They surely will.
Yes.
So I know back in the day when I was on Fnatic, when we were in this game 5, they talked about it a little earlier. Our coaches would always say,
His brain is
They
just
know exactly
so
where the ward is. Humanoid trying to play towards the top side, but here comes Jankos. That's the stun. Caps doesn't have any follow-up here, but it might be enough. That's it! The white flag!
Instilled that into Flacket and Broken Blade and being very, very flexible in draft and in playstyle, but we've got a mid-fight going on now.
Forward, looking for the concussive blows to get stacked, but they're all in the midst of the gravity field. They just have so much damage early on. Razork going to look to finish 1 kill back onto Caps, with mid lane already going down. Hylissang now in trouble. That's the 4th stack coming in for the concussive blows, but Razork wants a few more. Rampage fully stacked. It's going to be big damage. He finally manages to connect the stun. Jankos, he's still hungry! Oh, just take a bite out of him! They're not done! Razork trying to sprint, trying to go fast, puts the flash out from Targamas!
Oh, he's going to go for it. He might have Q up again soon.
Going for it. Oh, here comes the bear. The snare, stun rather, coming down from above. Not enough.
Wow, Jankos. It's G2 that comes out on top, and Caps isn't slowing down.
Here's that Nara, level 6 comes in, big damage, fall off the wall, all too easy there. They're going to go for the dive. Wonder now going to be in trouble. Caps finishing him with the chain last. G2. Hylissang, absolute mad lad. Upset off to the side. They're just posturing. Maybe they're hoping to get a follow-up fight here, but Caps with the stolen ultimate. Upset has to be careful here. They're going to try to lock him down before they get anything else done. He can be unstoppable, but no, he is very stoppable. The Echo remote will not work. Upset now pushing in. Flacket going to be in trouble here as Razork is already on the back line. He pulls the feathers back, and it's massive damage. Janko's going to finish the kill now on a killing spree himself, but Fnatic, they're not done yet. They know this is their window of opportunity. They need to try to find something. Targamas slowing with the winter.
Fnatic have to cross map or at least find something on the other side. Because mean, Caps just kind of... This Herald has stabilized the gold for him and Humanoid, interestingly, because he's so far. It's a game 2 where Broken Blade is catching waves on the tower. Targamas is covering him, and now G2 have got 2 towers top. I mean, Fnatic are going to force this dragon. They might get it. Caps' TP is up soon, but there's no way G2 are going to contest this, but they'll be happy with that.
G2 just seem to have Fnatic's number right now, and of course Fnatic is very reliant on their scaling, the front-to-back team fighting power that they have, the global pressure that a Gangplank ultimate could provide later on into the game. But
It's out of the map, process of elimination. Broken Blade looking for
Outside.
Wunder. Hillesang.
The TP out. TP already down. Hillesang now has to run. That's the stolen ulti. Caps not looking to overcommit here.
So Hillesang loses flash. Wunder loses his TP. RG2 done just yet. Jankos is behind them. Flacket's pushing in mid-wave.
Hilly away. Hilly getting pulled into the wall here, trying to find the knock-up on the Caps. Caps has a lot of healing already. Targamas a little bit of an early ult, but dissuades any potential follow-up, and really nothing here for Fnatic. Just might have to clear the wave and hold on.
Both teams looking for a target. None found just yet. TP coming in.
Turning off the tower. The hook body block. Caps now in the midst of Razork, but there goes Broken Blade, throwing it back into the wall. Knocked down Humanoid right as he appears. He can get absolutely nothing done, but Jankos
Upset.
still standing for now. Caps trying to make it out of the wall. Caps holding on to his life, but Fnatic turning it back. Look at all the chakram stacks for Upset. He's going to do so much damage. Flack going back, but can he outrun the Chaos Storm? Just barely, yes. Fnatic finally finding...
Victor is only going to get stronger as the game progresses. Same for the Gangplank in the top lane. Once again, though, we find all outer towers down for Fnatic. This will be Fnatic's first of the game. I don't expect G2 to try and answer this. In fact, Caps is looking for Hilly.
The wall pushing for Hillesang. Hillesang has to be careful there. He has no aftershock. He has no tanky stats. He's going to go down. Razork now might be the one in trouble because that is a Predator Volibear. Run, Horsey, run. Jankos now, they're just shifting his attention onto Upset. Upset, no cleanse. No way to get away here. He's just getting run down. He's got okay weapons to run, but not good ones to fight. He's going to be in trouble. Razork now in trouble as well. G2, oh, I got the cake. They're eating it too. It's easy pickings.
They're absolutely everywhere.
Coming into the mid lane, Upset in the area. Could be a full-on 5v5, but G2 have already started this objective. There's really nothing here for Fnatic unless they're willing to try to bully down that mid lane
Waves eventually.
Which then leaves a window open for G2 to immediately push down mid.
Hook going in, that's going to be big. Flacken locked up the chain CC, almost flawless, but he is able to ult out to safety. In the end, Targamas will drop. And like you said, he knows Volibear is on the way. Has the cleanse, has to eat the oranges immediately, but they're waiting. They held on as long as humanly possible, so Broken Blade get in position. It's a genius play. It's the small things that matter, but Jankos will grab the kill.
G2 just finding so many picks, whether it's...
TP available on Caps.
4 members.
The picks are coming down. Look at the ward.
They don't have super reliable wave clear. Broken Blade on the flank. Meganar pretty well charged. Upset now going to be in trouble. Jankos immediately leaps onto Upset. Upset, there's not a lot of room to maneuver. They're trying to burst down Jankos, but here comes Broken Blade. Here comes the Meganar. Can't find the target quite yet. Caps immediately stepping forward. Broken Blade just trying to isolate Humanoid away. He will knock him into the wall. The wall of now Fnatic Wunder on the backside, looking to do it, but he cannot find the barrel connect. Broken Blade goes golden, buys a moment, but Caps, Conqueror Foley stacked, shredding through Fnatic. Wunder, Razork, Humanoid, the Fnatic topside, pushing back in for more. Targamas ready to body block. Flack it off to the side, will grab a kill. G2 slowly but surely winning the fight. A single barrel could turn this on its head. The damage that could come in from Humanoid is massive, but he has to connect. Wunder ulti up and available, can throw it into the backline. For now, they're saying focus on the prize. Razork, can he take this one away? No. G2 just taking it. Fnatic, they've got a wave in the mid lane, but not enough time to get any damage on the tower.
Fnatic have tempo in mid right now. What can they do with it? They need to make sure G2 can't get to the mid lane. They need to zone them away, or at least look to chunk them out or zone them away to make sure they can get this tower. See them going all the way around. I think the problem Fnatic had in this fight is Upset has no summoners. Humanoid has no flash. If they get tagged by absolutely anything.
This is something that we've seen multiple times. Already this game, we've seen him find the flank in order to create that opportunity for his team.
Humanoid as well.
Broken Blade getting frisky here, but you can see Wunder starting to lay down a little bit of damage back. Randu with a great purchase, forcing out that ultimate early could be big. In the meantime, what's the response? Caps in the picture-in-picture, looking to pitch for a kill. On to Upset, Broken Blade or surely fall. One more auto is going to be enough movement speed, but not quite enough to get away. Now Caps in the meantime hasn't gotten anything. He's going to be in trouble as well. Humanoid laying down so much damage, going golden, but Jankos, I don't think he can bail him out of this one. Caps dashing out to safety. That is the power of the locket to keep him alive. The rest of G2 now on the retreat, or are they trying to turn? It's a split fight. It's a messy exchange. Wunder keeping the pressure up bottom side, but it's Fnatic who went out on the play.
Caps wants the base so he can TP. Maybe he can levels advantage in favor of Fnatic 2, and now they're the ones pushing onto the tier 2s of G2.
And finally, we are seeing life from Fnatic. It really did feel like up until that point, it was a done and dusted series for G2, but Fnatic find the fight off the back of Wunder.
Wait. It's all about the barrel. Broken Blade's ready for this. Can he find the solo bolo? Pushing in for a little bit more. There's a TP on the way. They killed one. They've got a TP. They've got a cannon minion. They're going to push for it. We're just having a bit of a race here. The rest of the team just has to hold on to this one. TP to keep the minion alive. It's big brain. They just need to kill the tower as fast as possible. They don't have the damage. The minion is going to die. The push is going to be stopped. But not before they break this one. They want to keep it. They're going to deny the recalls. It only takes 4 seconds for them to retreat. Fnatic, it's a split decision. Razork going in to try to buy time for the rest of the recalls. Humanoid has to be careful as he steps up. Could be in danger. But after all that, they're still going in. Caps going for the hero Humanoid trying to buy as much time as possible, but no!
The storm!
Brokenblade gets it, the storm! Turning it back! Running for his life now. Upset's going to be the one who's in trouble. He has to turn this into 2v1, but all the damage is there. Upset holding on, flag and following up. There's no way he gets out of this one. That's the shutdown. Caps going.
55 seconds. That is a lot of pressure on the map that Fnatic have to find a way of managing.
But look at the items. Upset has Infinity as Humanoid has Voice Ability.
Yanko's not as tanky as he was at the start of the game. Has to be careful here. Razork pushing forward. Targamas trying to block all the follow-up damage that he can. But he's given his life in the exchange, trying to lead back out to safety. Brokenblade waiting in the darkness. Big from Upset. Targamas dropping. That could be the moment. Now the 5v4, G2 trying to hold on. They know they need this Drake. Fnatic turning their attention. Maybe they can just go for something else instead.
They need patience in the chaos. Fnatic need to just push this mid wave and slow it down. Brokenblade
caught out. That's the follow-up damage that they need, but he can't quite finish it. The gravity field stops him. It's a snapshot of what could have been. He manages to kill him in the end, but Flacken now running for the hills. He's got no ultimate. Jankos can come over the wall, but the rest of Fnatic pushing in.
Wait, Caps does have his ultimate up.
He's spotted though.
He
they know he's there.
Level 16 yet. He could just choose to push in bot lane. Remember, they don't need this Drake.
Massive wave topside as well. This is a point of pressure Fnatic eventually will have to respond to.
4v3. Is Jankos going to go for the 50-50? He has vision. He has vision.
Jankos going in. Jankos, he gets it! Oh, they want the 3-0! They can take...
Now, Fnatic have the wave. This tower is also very low.
Brokenblade splitting.
Should be able to secure this one.
The push still coming in. Yeah, he's
to steal something away, to buy a bit of time, to buy a bit of hope for Fnatic. It's gone. Is he going to make it over the wall? Can he get it in time? But no. Jankos, steady hand, secures the objective. Brokenblade potentially ready for a fight here. Can they burst him down before it kicks off? Upset off to the side. Wonder just now into the midst of everything. The feathers have flown. Now the pullback from Flacken will be big. Razork caught out. Caps off to the side has found the pick. G2 trying to be Fnatic. Cannot afford to overstep. It's the 3 carries of Fnatic left standing strong.
Here comes
Jankos fishing for the pick, but the damage is big. TP buying time. Wonder finishing it off. That's one bullet. Caps off on the flank. Goes in. He steals away the cooldowns. Upset ready to fight though. Upset ready to fight for his life as this could be the final exchange. The lockdown is there. Targamas will drop. Upset with the extra range. Is it enough? Caps still standing. Oh, here it comes. One more shot. He's not even going to need it. Humanoid finishing it with the laser.
From Razork, then they may very well have been able to win the fight. But
he's caught out here is going to try to re-engage on his own terms, but he's already gone down. It's a big barrel. Hylissang still standing. That's the Zhonya's, baby, but Jankos is going to finish the job. That's a pick, and is it going to be enough? Caps splitting big damage back onto Wonder. Lethality Xayah absolutely lethal if you get caught by those feathers. Caps going to break the free tier 2. Wave coming in on bot lane. It's going to be decent.
It doesn't matter because they have to face check G2.
Now they have to be scared, but Hylissang
sidestep from Brokenblade manages to make it out. Flacken now on a killing spree. Razork, he's in the midst of the entire team. The GP ult is big, but it's not going to be big enough. Upset laying down a massive ult, but it's all falling apart in the final moments. G2 tearing through Fnatic. This was their last chance, and they missed. It's a triple for Jankos. The follow-up is there. It is absolute dominance for G2 Esports in the final fight. 2-0, clean control. The final game close, but the quadra for Jankos, and the final game will seal the deal.
What a way to end it on this final game. A quadra kill for Jankos. What an outstanding performance from him and the rest of the members of G2. Clutch factors, early games, everything.
And in 2021, you thought they were washed, but you can well and truly say that G2 are back. The Jankos is back. The Claps is back as G2 head to the finals.
Look at their achievements during the regular season, especially even in the first half of playoffs. Expectations were that they were like, I mean, they were so close to 3-0 in a row, you know? So to see them now to fall short, especially to their rivals in G2, I don't think anyone expected that. And I think that the team is going to be super frustrated with how their season ended.
Certainly. And as you highlighted, spring has been full of surprises. But you now have a special opportunity, those of you at home or in the studio. Kia Player of the Series, at LEC on Twitter, Jankos, Caps, Targamas. Those are your 3 options. All good choices, incredibly dominant series, and I'm just ready to see what the ceiling is going to look like for all of these teams.
That's very
Balrang versus Jankos, Larssen versus Caps.
Everyone's in their final form.
Yeah, like we're just gearing up for that one big final fight
versus Jankos.
Brothers. 8 players in that final don't have a title.
Yeah, that's actually insane. Of 10, only Caps and Jankos.
Yeah, only Caps and Jankos have a title
in the LEC. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Absolutely insane. Well, G2, they're moving on to face off against Rogue in the finals tomorrow. For now, let's hear from the victorious Targamas live on stage.
Thank you, Dracos. Targamas, congrats. Please, round of applause for G2 here today. 3-0, back to back in the loser bracket. So I want to know, what was your understanding of Fnatic coming here today? What did you expect from them?
Well, I think we just expected like that they are gonna play TF again, and that they are just gonna do the same as they were doing last week, because it's kind of weird when you're losing the games and you just keep doing the same. I think it kind of shows that you're maybe not capable of playing that much stuff.
I see.
So I think we're kind of expecting at least them to play the TF again in game 1, and then after that, I just think we had so much momentum from the series before, and then the fact that we were like kind of smashing them. So yeah, I think we kind of expected what they were doing.
All right. Well, I want to say, if the earpiece is bothering you, you can just take it off. It's fine. Well, continuing on that, you mentioned the momentum that you guys are riding going to the loser bracket. How much did you benefit from this run? And also the fact that you could get eliminated every time you were playing.
Well, I think we just learned a lot from the first time we played Fnatic. I think they had better draft than us, probably. Like when you don't play for 2 weeks and there's a new patch, there's always like some new stuff coming out, and then it's kind of like you don't really know what the enemy team is going to do, so it's kind of a flip. Who is going to get like the better read on the meta? And I think they had like better read on which champs were actually more OP than the others, than us. So we just learned a lot from that series. Also, I think even if we lost, it gave us a lot of confidence, because we felt like we could win all of those games, like actually pretty easily, and it was more on us. I mean, that's always what you say, that it's on you when you lose, but we really felt like if we're just playing like a tiny bit better, we just smash them, like if we are to meet again. So it just gave us a lot of confidence actually losing this series.
It's nice to have fans again in the studio. But talking about your run overall, you were playing for your life every time, especially after you lost against Fnatic. Do you think playing under pressure helped you?
I don't really mind personally. I think every time we're playing a best of 5, you always have like 3 lives. So it's like less stressful than playing best of 1 for me, because I know that if I mess up something, then I'm gonna have another game. So I think everyone in the team just feels this way. I think it's just way more comfortable to play the best of 5. And like we're actually never in a losing position. So ever since we're in the loser bracket, we didn't lose a single game. So we actually never got really stressed in a series.
Riding the momentum here. And we could see the improvements on the side of G2, especially from the bot lane. I know this is something that has been mentioned. Do you think you peaked now in playoffs, or can we expect a different beast tomorrow in the finals?
I think we're finally showing like the kind of scream G2 that we had for the whole split. Like, I don't know, we just enjoy playing the game together. We just have fun on stage. I also think that recently our read on the meta was pretty good. So yeah, I'm just very confident going into tomorrow. I think Rogue also showed that they're a good team. And they taught us a few things as well in scrims when we played them in the last weeks. So yeah, it's going to for sure be, I think, more close than the past 3 series.
All right. Give me more about the finals, though. What can we expect tomorrow, and how do you think it's going to play out?
I think since we've been screaming a lot each other for the past weeks, we kind of know like what the other team wants to do and how they like to draft and how they like to play. So it's gonna be fun. I don't think we had to show that much stuff today, since we played on red side all 2 games and we just won 3-0. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun, because also like their bot lane is like really good as well, and I think they play more different stuff than Fnatic did. Especially Trimby plays way more support, and yeah, I just think it's gonna be for sure a different type of games.
Okay, give me a hint. I know you've been hovering Nasus a lot in draft. Can we expect any spicy picks from you tomorrow?
I mean, we never know, right? I think Trimby is also a Nasus adept, so we never know what might happen tomorrow.
Banger series ahead. Now, Targa, before I let you go, we have an audience today. We didn't have public since, I don't know, 2 years. Is there anything you would like to say to them? A lot of people were cheering for you. You even have some K-Corp jerseys here.
Yeah, I mean, for sure it feels really good. There's also some French fans and some K-Corp fans from last year that are in the audience. I don't know what they are doing in Germany, but they came, I guess. So yeah, just thank you to everyone who came here. Thank you to everyone who's supporting online, and we're gonna make you guys proud tomorrow.
Well, Thank you for the interview, Targamas. Congrats again on reaching finals. Give it one more time, please, for G2 and Targamas. And we have more to cover about today's series with PGL, Shocks, Caps, and Jankos. Take it away.
Anyway, they're up now on match point 2-0 over Fnatic so far. But credit where credit is due, right, Broxa? We did see a different side of Fnatic coming into this game.
Oh, for sure. I think Fnatic made some pretty good adaptations coming into this game. They were more proactive, more aggressive. They found some openings in the early game, but in the end, G2 were just completely on point. Like the G2 that we've seen this series, the previous two series, they're looking very strong, and Fnatic are going to have to bring their A game now to even have a chance.
Yeah, and I thought it kind of looked all right from the early stages, right? We're getting a lot of back and forth, and honestly, I was kind of like, okay, well, as long as Razor can kind of keep Jankos in check, you look at like Kai'Sa, 3 items, you look at the Aphelios, 3 items, like, that's going to be your win condition for this, but it just felt like eventually, once we got to that mid-game, that's where G2 were able to power home.
We also saw a lot of kind of individual outplays, right? And really tries from both sides to outplay when it came to an engage and whatnot. I want to pull up the mid lane fight we saw 6 minutes into the game, which for me could have really gone either way. Caps with the fancy feet. Talk me through this one, Dagda.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is kind of, again, like trying to see if you can get control of Jankos. That's why you're looking at Fnatic trying to get into this bot side jungle, and they do manage to get Jankos, but the problem is that you already look at the bottom lane of G2 that's starting to move up to match this play, and this is where the wheels start to fall off the cart, as Caps does a really good job of kind of keeping Fnatic interested for longer than they really want while the bot lane shows up.
Yeah, and I think just in general, this is kind of what has been happening in both of these games so far, that even when Fnatic make a proactive play, G2 are ready, G2 are there, they're on point, they counter the play, and then they come out on top in the end. And Fnatic are starting to make the right moves. It's just, you know, we need a little more.
Yeah, I like the way you say that. They need to do a little more, and also it's high time, right? You lost those 3 games versus Rogue. Now these 2 versus G2, and you're gonna have to pull out completely different play if you want to overcome them in this series. I want to pull up a specific replay here. It is where Hilly goes for a complete Hilly play. I'm just gonna call it that, right? And Broxa, you were just grinning when you saw this happening.
Yeah, this is just such a typical Huli thing. I don't think there's any other player in the LEC that would even consider going for this play. It's just, he just pretty randomly decides to flash forward, goes for the play. Luckily for him, Jankos wasn't able to get out. But in a different world, G2 are ready for this, and they can just jump him, kill him, and get out.
And as you see there, Jankos kind of jumped on the grenade. This is how Ender said it in the green room, right? Making sure that he is the one that dies. But the thing I want to kind of come across here, Dagda, with this replay, is that you know that Hilly is able to do this. But if you have to rely on this X factor, which is a 1 in a million, to replicate and to do again and again and again in order to get a foothold in a series, you've got a big problem.
Yeah, and I think a large portion of that is kind of coming down to the picks that we're seeing, right? When you look at like the mid lane with the Kai'Sa isn't a champion that you're able to get a ton of early priority on. And we talked about the early stacking of dragons has been a big factor for Fnatic and how they force those fights where they play towards their strengths as a team. But we're not actually seeing that because we're kind of getting, well, a lot of attention towards Humanoid on the Twisted Fate. Kai'Sa not really been able to do that. And it feels like every time G2 are taking these picks where they're just able to force plays in the mid lane. I mean, you look at the top lane. I mean, Broken Blade is doing his best Doomby impression. He just keeps dropping waves and just going mid.
Yeah, I feel like at this point you have to find a way to unlock Humanoid, because Caps right now is looking like, you know, the godly Caps that we know from 1-2 years ago, and it just can't be right that Humanoid, the other great mid laner in Europe, isn't able to play the game, isn't able to do anything, and we need to see them finding a way to set him up for success. The TF hasn't been working, the Kai'Sa is just too passive of a pick. We need something a little more proactive, something where he can actually have an impact early, take over the mid lane shot calling, and then carry Fnatic.
Yeah, it's just staggering to see, right? Humanoid coming into this in the last year, being the best mid in Europe with the 2 titles to his name, and Caps, who has been ramping up. And Ahri is not the easiest champion to play in that mid lane, Dagda, but twice now he's gone for it, and he's been able to impact the map in a way Humanoid has not been able to.
Yeah, and I mean, Caps has looked absolutely stellar on it. Like, I love seeing the Ahri come out rather than things like the Lissandra that we've seen in the past, right? Like, actually being able to have a bit more damage in team fights, still being able to provide that utility, but also having the opportunity to roam and set up plays. Like, Ahri just offers so much more for Caps, and you can see the results, right? We're getting control bot, mid, and Broken Blade just going for these tanks tops. It doesn't matter then. As long as you have mid and bot, that's all that you really want for G2.
And they look so completely in tune, on the same page completely. And we also saw that in the team fights, and Ender is going to break down one of those late game bouts.
Thanks, Shox. Yeah, I wanted to take a look at pretty much the game-deciding fight that occurred at 28 minutes in the mid lane, and it starts with Fnatic looking to find a pick. They sort of defaulted this, looking for picks around mid lane, using Hylissang, using the Gragas, and primarily they go for this play because you only have these two players in the mid lane. Notice, Caps is still up towards the top side, Broken Blade's Ornn all the way down in the bot lane. So for Fnatic, and with their composition, what they're trying to do is come up here, jump on Targamas. Razork is hiding in the Fog of War too, so he can come into play a little bit later as well. But Fnatic have to get in, get this pick, and get out very quickly. Otherwise, the collapse from G2 will make everything go poorly. Notice, no turret down there for Fnatic, so it's very easy for G2 to eventually run Fnatic down this lane. They see Targamas, and they're going to go for it with Wonder and a very nice barrel off the start. This looks good initially for G2, but Caps is now here on the flank, was actually hugging that wall to try and stay outside of vision so that he could come over this wall and find his target. At the same time, Broken Blade also is on the path through that bot side river. So Targamas does a great job here stalling out. Look at that, his ultimate clearing so many different people. He hits the enemy ADC and knocks up two others in the process. And all of this stalling is what allows G2 to come in on this flank. Caps hopping over the wall, that's absolutely gorgeous. You love to see what he's able to accomplish on the flank right there. And somehow even Targamas survives. But this is where things go completely wrong because Caps is just doing dances on Fnatic on the top side of the map. Finally, we have Broken Blade 2 coming in on the flank as well, which causes so much havoc for Fnatic, who again have overextended. And with this comp, they don't want to just run headfirst into a 5-on-5. They want to disengage a little bit, right? That's why you have the Thresh, the Gragas to play back for your Kai'Sa to have a little bit more time. But G2, with Caps diving in on the backline, causes way too many problems. Of course, Flakked goes untouched throughout the fight. That Xayah very good at staying safe. And I feel like this is almost a mirror of some of the team fights we saw from the last time these two teams faced off, when it was Humanoid on the LeBlanc, similar to the Ahri, diving into the backline, creating so many issues. But this time around, it's G2, it's Caps, and it's G2 punishing. Very good reactive play to collapse in there on Fnatic and to win the game, Shox.
Thank you so much, Ender. I love that you reminded us of kind of what happened in that first series where it was a LeBlanc continuously diving the backline of G2. Kai'Sa can play that similar role, right? But it is, of course, a bit trickier when the game is going the way it is. We're going to cover the picks and bans here on the desk because I kind of just want to set the stage for the game we're going into. Match point for G2, who came into the loser bracket and went 6-0 last weekend. Now up versus a Fnatic who should have been the favorite, but I think that people's trust was a bit shaken after that reverse sweep versus Rogue. And the point of the matter is, Broxah, that they haven't been able to find answers ever since Game 3 versus Rogue.
I think at this point, for Fnatic, they've lost a lot of games in a row, and it's all going to come down to the mental state, whether they are actually able to recover mentally, to go for a full-on reset, really, and just be like, guys, nothing has happened. The 5 previous games, they did not exist. We're just starting from scratch. There's nothing to lose anymore.